Welcome to the show. How are you doing? My name is Tilia Kienipa. This is Tea with the Talkative. Today, I'm not going to take tea because I don't feel too good in my throat area and I'm coughing and all. So, we are going to be taking our good old water, but this is still Tea with the Talkative. As I said, my name is Tilia Kienipa, and some interesting things have been happening in our industry. I am your entertainment maestra, and I will bring you all the gist, the updates, and of course, I will share my opinion. You know me, I have an opinion, so I'll share. Okay, let's start. You're welcome back. So, on UTV's United Showbiz that ended recently, there was this conversation that has been going on in the last week concerning the fact that the ex or the former ambassador of France to Ghana, Her Excellency and Sophie Ave made a suggestion that it would be great if artists like Shatawale, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, and a few others she added actually get a diplomatic passport because according to her they actually put the name of Ghana on the map than most diplomats can do in a lifetime. And this has sparked lots of conversations. I have my own personal reservation about that comment and all of that. I think that if there's any easement or if there's any other thing that can be done to help our artists to actually, you know, make their traveling outside of Ghana to go and for their shows and stuff easy, why not? But diplomatic passport comes with a certain responsibility and a certain commitment that I don't think the artists are ready for. But this conversation, this is not the part why I'm here today. So on the show, as I mentioned initially, Ola Michael shared an opinion on this particular issue, and according to him, someone like Shatawale does not deserve a diplomatic passport. And then he gave reasons. I mean, he tried to give reasons why Shatawale does not deserve a diplomatic passport. According to him, Shatawale is his behavior. So it's not about the craft per se, it's about the behavior of the artist and how to him it disqualifies Shatawale to be um, somebody that can carry a diplomatic passport. And I know some of the pundits on there or some of the panelists were also sharing their opinion that diplomatic passport has got nothing to do with the person's behavior in the homeland. But that is why I don't agree with them. It's called diplomatic for a purpose. So yeah, diplomatic for a purpose. But nonetheless, let's even move away from that side of the conversation and let's talk about Shatawale or these artists outside the country and how they put the name of Ghana on their map and why because of that they deserve I'm sorry they deserve diplomatic passports. I don't know if you remember very well. I think one thing Ola forgot to say was it's not the same Shatawale that was on a platform outside Ghana some years back and said Ghana was a shithole country. How is that a positive promotion for Ghana? Like, how is that something that you look on to say that we are going to give this artist a diplomatic passport? Also, there was this time that when there was a VGMA where there was an international or there was international eyeball on this show, one of our biggest award show, and Satawale and Stonebwoy, what happened there? I'm a Stonebwoy cried to Tony and the other. How is that a sign of a diplomat or somebody that deserves it? This conversation, I feel like right now I cheer to make it look like a personal attack and all, but I just feel like there's more to the work of a diplomat than just putting a country on the map. Because if that is the only criteria that somebody gets to hold a diplomatic passport, then the pool there is, in fact, then artists will be the last on the list. Though. Artists will be the last on the list because how do you say you are going to give Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, Shatawale, Kidi, Kwame diplomatic passport and then tell me that you won't give our footballers who we contract as a nation to go and play on our behalf like World Cup and Co. You won't give them diplomatic passport. You get it. This conversation, if we start pushing it, it can go on and go deep in a conversation we're not ready for. But nonetheless, I just feel like our artists deserve some easement when traveling to their countries, to other countries to go and perform. Now, moving on, Stonebwoy has something cool around him, and I want us to talk about it. Bob Marley and the Wailers, they're about to drop the African Unite album, and that is actually album that features some of the big acts from Africa. And two of our own from Ghana have made the list. That was Sarkodie and Stonebwoy. The Sarkodie one, we are all preview to that one. That was Stir It Up, and we have Sarkodie on. But Bob Marley, Buffalo Soldier, has Stonebwoy on the remix, and I'm telling you, Stonebwoy did some monstrosities on there. Listen, for someone like me, I wasn't surprised to see that Stonebwoy touched that song and touched it very well, because Stonebwoy over the years, he has been a patriotic person. Like the kind of songs he does, and it moves in that direction. So whoever chose or whoever decided by the Bob Marley estate that let's give Stonebwoy Buffalo Soldier, because that song is also a patriotic song, I wasn't surprised. Stonebwoy delivered to the capacity, and he touched on very sensitive things and some of the trending issues now. The fact that now African soldiers are, African soldiers, instead of fighting and getting their land back for the people, they are actually now preparing for war. And that is true, it's happening. Niger, Burkina Faso, whatever, they are preparing for Mali, they are preparing for war. But their people are suffering. Also, Bob Marley called, Stonebwoy called for the Buffalo Soldiers, which is we the young people, the youth of Africa, to rise up and actually change our plan, because the Buffalo Soldier that we knew back then in the Bob Marley song, who was resilient and was trying to fight his way out in the foreign land, has now become part of the corruption in his own country. And I think the song was beautifully delivered. Stonebwoy lyrically, no, 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 no. The guy, nah, watra, be careful. You see, Stonebwoy, we do a brand, that kind of level, because the way he delivered and the way Otona Boase, then he moved with the tempo of the song. Like it was so beautifully done. And Stonebwoy over the period, as I said, this is not new. I mean, I wasn't surprised though, because Stonebwoy, he has outside, he has African system, Galamsey, and all these things have shown how passionate Stonebwoy is, his patriotism, and all when it comes to things concerning Africa and the well-being of the average African youth. And Stonebwoy did so well on the project, and I'm glad. And I know that when the Bob Marley team heard the song, they knew they made the right decision. Congrats to Stonebwoy. Now, another big thing that's happening has been one of the bands that I'm very, very interested in is Kwampa. They are a band from Ghana, and these guys are celebrating 6 years of being in the industry and serving good music, good, authentic, high life music. So I just want to pick them up. Congratulations. And they have performances at Zen Gardens on Tuesdays in the evening from 8:30 to 12:30. So if you want to enjoy some good music, you want to, spruce your life up, or you want to spice it up, you can get your bay, and then you can join Kwampa every Tuesday at the Zen Gardens for a good time. But happy anniversary to them. They've done so well. I know the years coming is going to bring a lot of goodness to the band. Now, another thing I've noticed online that I think I should talk about finally is a campaign one of Ghana's very own, one of our celebrated bloggers is pushing, and that is Kobiche. Kobiche is pushing the zebra crossing agenda. It might be a promoted thing, it might be a commissioned thing, or whatever it is, but I like the effort he has put in, and I like the way he has involved other people, and now I see he's involved children and all. Now, I think another group of people that has to be well educated is the drivers themselves. Those that, in fact, if you empower a child that the zebra crossing is their home, and then they shouldn't be afraid to use it, and you don't educate the driver that this is how we use it, it might be more detrimental than we hope. So let's educate the drivers, especially the truck drivers, the taxi drivers, the Uber drivers, and even the motorists on our roads. A lot of education needs to go there, and then now we can empower the children to use the zebra crossing and to empower passengers to use the zebra crossing as they will. But so far, the campaign has been beautiful. And listen, now Sani Baku for I know that this thing that I've said is in the pipeline. They are thinking of how to intensify the education to their drivers. But so far, congratulations. He's doing something beautiful. His journey in the industry has been great. And this is one of the things that is applaudable, and I want to big him up. So these are the big stories that have hit our industry. As I said, this has been Tea with the Talkative. My name is Tilia Kenny, but if you know me or if you audition, you know that I'm not my usual self because I'm struggling to actually speak. But hey, the news has got to be the news. I have to give you the story. So please subscribe to the channel, share the content, and if there's anything you have to do, do it now.